can't believe I stumbled upon the actual coordinates for the Eye of the Universe. But it's not the only thing I'm trying to make sense of from the last loop. It also sounded like the probe data is being sent to one of the Nomai statues. Back when I visited Statue Island, I learned that someone can be paired to a statue, and their memories will be stored and sent back to them. I'm still unsure about some of the how and why, but this mechanism is the closest explanation I have so far for me and Gabbro being stuck in this time loop. Which brings me back to the orbital probe cannon. Is it also caught up in the time loop? I keep thinking about the number of probes that the probe tracking module claims to have launched. At first I thought it was because the orbital probe cannon has been operational since the time of the Nomai. But I'm not sure if that makes sense. I'm pretty sure the orbital probe cannon hasn't launched prior to the time loop starting. And the Nomai, well, some of them, were concerned about it launching with so much power that it would break apart. Which appears to be what is happening at the start of each loop with that bright flash. But that's something that can only happen once. This is a lot to process, and I don't even know if any of these theories are right. The answers must be in Dark Bramble and Ash Twin, though. They have to be. I just hope there's enough left there still for me to make sense of all this. Now that I know Feldspar is safe, I think the next thing I need to explore in Dark Bramble is the last escape pod. If I remember correctly, there was a third one that got stuck there. I'm hoping the signalscope will be able to pick up on it. Alright, let's see what we've got here. I think that might be it. I've already found the other 2 distress beacons with the other escape pods, so this must be the last one. I guess that means now I just need to get past the anglerfish and find it. Alright, looks like it's up this way. I can do this. Just like before, I've got to take it slowly, and most importantly, quietly. I don't think the anglerfish have noticed me, so just need to keep moving. It doesn't look like it's too far away. There we go. I just need to head through there. That seemed way too easy. Hopefully it's just because I'm getting the hang of this. Oh, oops. Maybe I spoke too soon. Well, seems like I made it. Now I just have to relocate the signal. Okay, this way. There seem to be a lot more vines here. Hopefully there aren't any anglerfish nearby if I need to do a quick adjustment. Oof, vines and thorns. There's gotta be a way I can get through here without causing too much damage to my ship. Maybe through there? Gonna be a tight fit. Whew, alright. Made it. And there's the escape pod. Let's get a closer look. Looks similar to the other escape pods, just less gravity. Oh, I think that's a recording.
Our escape pod crashed as we tried to flee this place, destroying our movement and communication capabilities in the process. We've held out as long as we could here, but this pod's supply of breathable air is nearly depleted and the anglerfish attack more and more frequently. Our best chance at survival is to return to the vessel to either repair the damage or, more probably, await rescue. Theka, is the message finished? The vessel's beacon is already growing fainter. It will be gone in a matter of hours. We need to leave here, quickly.
I don't remember the other escape pods recording sounding quite that urgent. The damage here must have been pretty bad. Maybe the ship log has more details. Begin flight log. Escape pod 3. Vessel has been mortally injured. Emergency sequence activated. Awaiting departure from vessel. Now launching escape pod 3. Alert! Multiple collisions have altered pod's trajectory. Significant damage to pod detected. Warning! Navigation error, life support error, propulsion error. Scanning external environment. Scan complete. Gravity not detected. Breathable air not detected. Multiple life forms detected. Potentially hostile. Verdict: do not exit pod. Yeah, that sounds bad. But then, I guess Dark Bramble is a lot more intense than Brittle Hollow and even Ember Twin.
There is a new problem. Our equipment is detecting two distinct beacons from the vessel. But it isn't possible for the vessel to be in two different locations at the same time. I agree, but the beacons are exactly identical to each other. Perhaps if I had more time to... We're nearly out of time already, Din. The vessel's beacon is quickly fading. Soon it will be gone, and we will be lost. We will follow the beacon whose source is nearest to us. But suppose that beacon is false? We likely don't have enough air to reach the father of the two beacons, Din. The decision is made for us. We'll leave a trail of lights as we go. There's still a chance someone could hear our escape pod's distress signal.
2 signals? When they were expecting 1. I guess they had no choice but to make a decision, but I don't like where this is going. Well, let's see if I can figure out what happened. Ah, okay, that must be the trail of lights they left. I guess I'll see where this leads, but... Gosh, I mean, the Nomai were just generally impressive. But still, it's impressive that these lights not only continue to work, but also seem to be undisturbed. I hope there aren't any anglerfish looming nearby. Oh, what's that? Oh. Oh no. Please, no. I guess they didn't make it.
To any who come here searching for us, we followed one of the two beacons from the vessel to this place, but now can go no further. It's almost too faint to hear now, but the vessel's beacon is still faintly emitting from within this thorny seed. Yet the opening is too small for even a single Nomai to fit through it, so our escape pod couldn't have flown through here. I don't understand how this could be possible, but this gruesome place seems able to manipulate space itself. And maybe this was our undoing. To be so close to the location of the vessel and still so far is difficult. Worse, the vessel's beacon is dying. Soon we will be unable to hear it. There is nothing we can do now but try to perhaps find a way inside? Or at least attempt to comprehend why this happened. My dearest hope is that the other escape pods were able to reach relative safety.
They did. You can rest easy, Seka. They did. Oh. This seed misled these Nomai. I wonder where it leads. What the... Is that... That can't be the vessel. It's a little difficult to tell here where the scout landed, but that definitely looked like something that could be the Nomai vessel. But how do I get to it? Two distinct beacons. Well, in this case, two signals from the scout. I can see why they opted for this one. I mean, it's closer, but also it's less red. Why is that one red? I guess that's where I need to go if I want to figure this out, though. I just don't think I have enough time left in this loop to do it. I'm gonna have to meditate and start over. But I'm going to do my best to make sure Escape Pod 3 and its crew are never forgotten. So my destination is the vessel. But I'm realizing now that I'm probably gonna have to head back to the escape pod first. I was thinking I would just head towards that creepy red glowing spot, but that may not be where the vessel actually is. It seems like my scout landed on the vessel when I fired it through that seed by the escape pod. So I think I'll do that first. That way I can have a marker to follow. Alright, that should be the escape pod. If that is the Nomai vessel, gosh, I can't even imagine what's going to be there to discover. Then again, it's probably pretty heavily damaged. I probably shouldn't get my hopes up. In the meantime, I need to focus on actually getting there. I'm still a little worried that there's a red light emanating from that second signal. Usually, red isn't a good sign. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any kind of signal coming from that red light, at least not that I recognize. Well, let's get that scout in place and hope for the best. So many thorns and vines here. Those look like the lights though, so I must be close. There. Okay, probably easier to do this without the ship. there doesn't seem to be any kind of signal from the vessel that I can pick up. But that sure does look like the vessel. Or at least, something Nomai related. Alright. Let's see what awaits us. Of note, strangely, there doesn't seem to be any anglerfish in this area. I have a feeling that luck's not gonna hold out, but I just gotta keep in mind that anglerfish cannot see anything. I just gotta be very quiet. No! Oh, my stars! Stay quiet. Avoid the anglerfish. Thankfully, I think I have enough forward momentum that I don't need to use my engines for a little bit. There's another red spot here. What is that? Oh. Oh my stars, maybe I don't want to know the answer. Are those anglerfish eggs? No wonder there's so many of them here. Okay, going to carefully avoid those. Oh, I'm just now realizing that the scout signal no longer says duplicate signal. Maybe that's a good sign? Well, I'm about to find out either way. At least it looks a lot less red. Okay, well, no immediate onslaught of anglerfish at least. Oh! Is that it? I think... Oh, wow. This has to be the vessel. It looks pretty beat up. It might be easier to explore this without the ship. Definitely seems to be Nomai related at least. Thank you, Scout. Oh, is this the way inside? That Let's start here. The floor seems to be, let's see if I can straighten out a bit here. Alright, what's this? It seems important being in such a central location, but it also seems broken. It does appear to slot in there. Not sure what I'll be able to do with it being broken, but let's see what I can figure out. Ah, interesting. But what is it? Oh. Okay, I have no idea what I'm doing, and I don't want to waste time on something I have no idea what I'm doing. I'll come back to this later. Oh, is there more down here? Oh, that's the Eye of the Universe symbol. And a recording.
Alright, I'm recording now. I've never encountered anything like this. The signal the vessel is receiving appears to be older than the universe itself. Well, this is our first contact with anything of this nature. Everyone, prepare to warp immediately. Eskel, wait. I need more time to send an outgoing message. Shouldn't we tell another clan where we're going? We can send the message upon our arrival. This extraordinary signal appeared suddenly. It may disappear just as quickly, and we can't lose a discovery this incredible. Focus on preparing for the warp instead. I understand. Anona, is the vessel ready to warp to the signal's approximate coordinates? The warp core is powered, but this will be a significant jump. Afterward, we'll need time to recharge the core. That shouldn't create a problem, provided we arrive at or near the signal source. Everyone, we're ready to warp.
Huh. Sounds like this was some sort of command center or control room. What else is here? Oh, there might be some writing up there. There is. Let's see. This is Eskel's
vessel. Something went badly wrong during our warp, and our vessel is mortally wounded. We need help as quickly as possible. Our vessel appears to have... Has it fused with the local environment somehow? There are vines that are now part of the vessel. It's been torn apart from inside itself. We are abandoning our vessel. Any Nomai clans or spaceflight-capable species receiving this message, I implore you, we need your help. Is this broken? Can anyone hear me? Our vessel is dying.
We need immediate assistance. Not sure what happened, but that explains the escape pods. They had no other option. Looks like there's some other writing over here. To any Nomai clans whose
vessels can hear this message. It's clear the universe is dying. There are fewer and fewer resources and safe places within space now. So my clan and I believe the best option is for all of our clans to stay together. If you can reach the Gloaming Galaxy, we found the Black Rock suns are fairly stable, and life in the star system is comparatively thriving. We live in relative safety. If you prefer to continue exploring alone, know that you will be on your own. Kana, we're making our way to you. It's good to hear from you, Bromy. We'll watch for your vessel. Has anyone heard from Neem? His clan was on its way to our vessel, but they never arrived, and he hasn't sent any messages. I'm beginning to worry. Ah, that is unsettling. It reminds me of that old myth my grandfather used to tell, the disappearance of Escal. I remember hearing that story as a child. One day, Escal's vessel simply stopped responding. The other clans searched and searched, but found no trace. It was as if their missing friends had warped out of existence. That's no myth, friends. Escal's clan existed, and their story was real. But the curious events have passed into myth. Our ancestors were told that story when they were young. Are you sure it's true, Hyssop? It was a very long time ago, but yes. My clan's ancestors searched for Escal's clan for a long time, but in the end, none of them were ever seen again. It's the only time in our history a vessel has ever disappeared this way. Hyssop, I hope you aren't comparing Escal's story to my clan's vessel. Neem, my friend, we feared you were gone. Not yet we aren't, but nearly. We found trouble during our warp. The triple suns of the bright spark star system exploded, and it was only a lucky coincidence we weren't caught in the blast. We'll meet you soon, Kana. I'm relieved your clan is safe, Neem. It's good to hear your words. Any vessels nearby, remember to be extremely cautious of potentially unstable stars, which is
most of them now. They were speaking about Escal's vessel. This vessel. Like it was the distant past. Did those messages come from recent Nomai? Elsewhere in the galaxy? Oh my stars. I don't see much else in here. Maybe I should spend some more time on whatever this is. I can connect these points in any way I like, it seems. And there's multiple panels. But if there's a correct order or sequence, I'm not sure what it is. Oh, did I do something? Maybe not? That seems to be the hub of everything. I guess the broken whatever it is preventing anything from working. I can move all these orbs, but they don't seem to be doing anything. Or I'm not using them correctly. Maybe a bit of both. I'm not sure if there's much else I can do here until I learn more. Let's go see what else is in this vessel. Closed door. That doesn't help. Are all of the other doors closed? That's unfortunate. It feels like I must have missed something somewhere. This control room is the only room that's open. And this centerpiece with the broken whatever it is. Maybe that's the key. Maybe everything is locked until I figure out what this does. Well, one last-ditch effort. Let me head outside. Maybe there's some broken window that I can work my way into. One thing is for sure, this vessel is huge. And it shows just how destructive Dark Bramble can be. There's this center area, but I don't see any other openings anywhere. No, I think I've seen all there is to see. Just in time.